Guys, about the box office, and Universal is releasing two big movies this week, and one of them is a movie that typically releases around 4th of July, and that is, of course, The Purge. Every Purge movie is typically released around 4th of July, but the Forever Purge is looking to be the worst grossing Purge movie, which is not surprising considering the last one was so bad, and also the pandemic as well. Also is going to take away sales from it. And of course, The Boss Baby 2, which is set to do $50 million plus. And again, The Boss Baby 2 is also free on the streaming service Peacock. I don't know how that will. I know that will impact the box office somewhat. The first movie opened to 50 million plus, which is set to do 15 million plus. I thought The Boss Baby would probably gross around 10 to 20 to 25 million at the most. Most it was not gonna definitely not gross the same as the original, considering the hate base the movie has online, practically, and yeah, the hate base online I think is not really the does not really help either, considering with the box office either the whole hate base around the box movie because it isn't like Pixar. It's funny how the animated movie community expects every animated movie to be exactly like Pixar movies. Okay, that's just the sad thing. This is another problem why a lot of animated movies are not really doing too well. You can really blame Pixar fanboys for this. I read Vugu recent video probably goes 40 million plus, and it'll probably broken records, and it'll be like, oh my god, this is so great, and be worshiping Pixar and Disney like they're the greatest companies of all time. Okay, I didn't hate the first Boss Baby, and I probably won't hate the second one. It will probably be funny and entertaining, which is what I want from my movies. Not every animated movie has to be as emotional thrill ride like every Pixar movie is, and a more fun movie, basically. But yeah, I might hear the wag on Pixar like I usually do sometimes, but I just do not understand the fans of Pixar. They're like absolutely crazy. See, when it comes to the worship of Pixar, basically. They're not the greatest animation studio of all time. Definitely not. Definitely not by me. But according to 90% of the animated community, unless talk about, Studio Ghibli movies, you know, it's usually always Pixar is the greatest animation studio of all time. Which is absolutely insane to say that, absolutely a stupid thing to say, because there's a lot of other animation studio companies that are worthy of that. But we're done talking about that stuff. You know, F9 is speeding towards a 60% drop of $28 million because of two movies, but it will basically be the second movie here. And the major studio opening these top three spots is Sony being of hits Boogeyman are we there yet. Boss Baby is booked to 3,600 feeders, which feeds fifth, and the fifth pod leads to 3,000 feeders. F9 currently stands at $76 million and saying $6.6 million Monday. The film makes more depth to the box office and competition means business. Both the Easter and Memorial Day holidays have shown that people make time for movies during the pandemic. A few outdoor activities are a huge rival as people break out from life under lockdown. It's either now receives usually releasing two movies under a different label in one weekend. The last time this happened was Fox releasing Alien Covenant and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And yes, it was a tale of two different audiences, but the thing different here is Universal has three movies over 2 weekends. P&A spent as a buzz over the studio, and F9 was largely written off last year. Universal's next two big new movies is Old and Candyman. Previews for the Boss Baby, of course, will happen on Thursday, and Wild Purge will happen at 7 p.m. So Boss Baby might have higher, Thursday previews because of that. And also, it will also be on the Peacock service, but no one's expecting the film to steal any money from the box office. So isn't as down as Disney Plus or isn't as popular as the HBO Max. So the expectation that most families would point their cards towards the multiplex is very, very unlikely, of course. Considering that really nobody cares about Peacock anyways, unless they are a big fan of Harry Potter, then that may be the case, but because that's really like every Peacock ad out there. you must buy our service to watch Harry Potter. Like, really, we've seen Harry Potter 100 times already. We don't need to see Harry Potter another 100 times on the service. We don't. No, thank you. Okay, advertise something else on there. Advertise the originals and advertise something else that isn't Harry Potter. Okay, like Disney Plus, they advertise new shows on there. HBO Max advertises new stuff on there. Usually new movies that are coming on there. But Peacock, they really just advertise Harry Potter. Like, subscribe to our service if you want to watch Harry Potter, guys. Guys, subscribe to our service if you want to watch Harry Potter. It's absolutely ridiculous and sad. But there we go. The box office predictions. I didn't think the pros will go that well. But again, the first pros didn't really do too well at the box office either. Yeah, yeah, and it really shows the magnitude. It really shows how willing people are gonna go for a franchise. The pros will likely make money, but it's not gonna do as well as other movies. So that's basically it. Goodbye.